On your sides, Christine Lazar is going to join us now with more on what local realtors are doing to find people housing and call out those bad actors. Christine?
Yeah, Jamie, with thousands displaced, it's been a mad scramble to find housing, and a group of local realtors started noticing that an alarming number of listings had their prices recently raised, often by thousands of dollars. And I'm joined now live by Ravitz of Berkshire Hathaway and Samira Tapia from Compass. And Samira, I want to start with you. You looked at 400 rentals and saw that 147 of them had increased their prices.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Since January 7th, so since the fires, we looked into this deeply, and I looked at the data just to really understand it. It really started when one of our clients who had lost everything. Their house had burned down to the ground, and they were driving over to see a rental, and we were looking at the price history and were absolutely shocked. Later that evening, it just really didn't sit right with me, and so I ended up going on the MLS and running that data.
And what kind of increases are you seeing?
We are seeing, so most of the increases were over 10%, all the way up to 81%.
81%. Mm-hmm. Now, Lauren, I know you've kind of dropped everything and you're trying to help people find housing. What kind of hurdles are these fire victims facing when they're trying to find a place for them to move into?
Well, I think the biggest hurdle is the unknown, right? They don't know if they can go back to their home that's still standing. They don't know what their cap rate is for their insurability. So they don't know if they should be signing 6-month leases, 1-year leases, and then on top of the lack of inventory in the market, the competitive nature, the price gouging, it's just all encompassing.
And I want you to tell me about, when you're trying to track down these rentals, how quickly are they going?
Very quick. We were at a showing yesterday that had, I think, 17 appointments. I was at another one that had 28 appointments. Everyone is there and they know each other because we're working with mainly the Palisades victims, and we can't, it's just impossible.
Is there going to be enough housing to go around for both the Palisades and the Eaton, and then people also who just don't want to return to these areas because they don't think it's safe?
I think it really remains to be seen from what I'm seeing, and Samira, you can speak to it. I think there's a lot of pivoting going on. I think there's homes that haven't sold that are now considering leasing. Airbnb owners are canceling on their prospective future reservations to make way for victims, and people are just pivoting to other areas and considering other options.
And what advice would you have for those who are out there looking? How do you not be victimized all over again when it comes to price gouging?
There are hundreds of real estate agents in Los Angeles who are working for free in order to help victims find homes. Most of us really didn't work leasing before, so this is all new to us as well. But we are helping as many people find things as possible. An important thing is we as realtors have information that regular people don't. We can look up to make sure that a rental is really owned by someone specific, to make sure that it's a real rental. Also, you can take a look at the price history and see if the price has been changed since January 7th. That's a good indicator. There is some nuance to this. Sometimes the price has been raised for a good reason, such as perhaps they have now a furnishings package included, and furnishing, especially a larger home, can be thousands and thousands of dollars, so that's justified. And in some cases, an additional structure has been included, such as maybe they're now including the ADU, because what we've really found is there are very limited rentals for multi-generational larger families.
And Lauren, one more question for you. I know you've just been making these spreadsheets with all these different properties that you're seeing. You're not making money off of this. You're doing this to help, your fellow Angelinos. If people can't find a listing, what's a good way to find something that maybe isn't, online?
Well, I mean, obviously we're hearing through word of mouth people who are giving up their back houses, or people that are moving to a second home or to another location to give that up. But I think that, as Samira said, not everything is on the MLS. They are on third-party sites. So we, with 150 agents, we call ourselves the Lady Realtors. We have this internal list that we're just circulating and really just sending the consumer direct to the owner or that agent, because our goal is to, just find people a home.
All right, and it's amazing what you guys are doing. I think we keep saying it, it's an unprecedented time. We're all pivoting. I know you guys don't usually do leases, but this is what you're doing, and hopefully we rebuild and we move forward, but it's going to take some time. So thank you for joining us on the air this morning. And if you want to follow Samira and her efforts to call out price gouging, also Lauren has lots of lists on her social media for those who are looking for housing. They both do. You can just go to our website, kcal.com, and click on Seen on TV, and we'll have all that information for you. Ruta Bay.
Okay, great information. Thank you.